Let's go over Star Wars Episode 9 when it comes to potential spoilers of a returning character. This is Mike Zero here. If you guys are new to the channel, do make sure to subscribe to see future Star Wars content. Now, as you all know, with Episode 9 beginning principal photography at the very end of July, preliminary work has already started on that as of right now, and all of the different rehearsals are taking place between all of the different actors and actresses for this movie. Now, J.J. Abrams does have quite a while to go before he begins his work. However, what's really interesting is, of course, I want to go over a returning character for Episode 9. Now, I'm not going to go right into it just in case, this is going to be a cameo or something that's going to be completely unexpected, so I didn't want to spoil it for you guys here. But let's get right into it. Now, looking at Episode 9, you guys may have heard the big discussion, and by the way, we are going into the main subject today of a possible returning character. We actually went into a discussion on how Billy Dee Williams is on a new diet. Now, this was a huge story a couple of weeks ago, suggesting Lando Calrissian's return in the final film of the sequel trilogy, and this would honestly be very much great. Now, a new report has surfaced just today, all thanks to Fantha Tracks. If you guys would like to go ahead and check out the full report below in the description, go ahead and check it out. They actually report that Billy Dee Williams is indeed reprising his role as the character of Lando Calrissian in Episode 9. Now, this lines directly up with the big news that we learned a couple of weeks ago that a legacy character would be returning in this movie by J.J. Abrams. This is most definitely the legacy character to replace General Leia. Now, we do know ever since Carrie Fisher's passing, they had to rewrite the entire script. And we do know that also Disney and Lucasfilm's plan for the sequel trilogy is that each film would have a returning legacy character. The original plan was, of course, The Force Awakens was Han Solo, which we got. The Last Jedi was Luke Skywalker. And then in Episode 9, it was to all be about Leia. Now, with Leia being out of the mix, apparently, at least by Carrie Fisher, of course, we have Billy Dee Williams reprising his role as Lando Calrissian. Now, I do want to actually touch on this a bit, and what's kind of cool about this is that you're going to have like this cool mirror of the character where we got Solo: A Star Wars Story this year, and you have a younger version of the character portrayed by Donald Glover, and now in Episode 9, you're going to have a never-before-seen version of the character where he's older, an older version of Lando Calrissian in Episode 9. Now, my main fear for this character returning, my main thought in my head going on right now is, oh god, now they're gonna kill him off, right? They killed off Han Solo, they killed off Luke Skywalker. It's mainly, assumed that in Episode 9 they're going to create this plot point or this storyline explaining about Leia's fate, which honestly I think it all has to do with the solar radiation that she got when she was blown out to space in The Last Jedi. That actually is covered in The Last Jedi novelization, and it's even touched upon a little bit in the Poe Dameron comics. But looking at Billy Dee Williams' return, what I would really love to see for the character of Lando Calrissian is him interacting with Nien Nunb again. I'm not quite sure, did he live in The Last Jedi? I'm pretty sure he did, but it would be great to see this character, pair up with him once again and try to avenge both Han Solo and Leia. That would be a great story for sure, in my opinion. Now, the thing is, Billy Dee Williams, he can't really walk too well. I don't know if you guys have been to any of the conventions out there, but he has to use a cane. He can't walk that great. So what I think is going to happen is I don't think he's really necessarily going to get a lot of action sequences. That's just my assumption. We do know that he's on a diet to look better, to have a better appearance on screen most likely, and look a bit better and younger at that, and clean up a bit. But looking at Billy Dee Williams, I think with the character of Lando Calrissian, what he could very well be doing is a lot of cockpit sequences of him in, a new ship or something around those lines, maybe with Nien Nunb or Chewbacca. How cool would that be? Maybe he goes in the Falcon. That's actually a really good thought that I just thought about right now. What if he goes in the Millennium Falcon and flies with Chewbacca once again? Maybe he gets to meet Rey even. Now, the thing is, That's my main fear, though. Are they going to kill off Lando Calrissian? And how would that sit with you guys? I would really love to hear your main opinion on that if they were to kill off Lando Calrissian. We do know that John Boyega said that this movie is going to be an all-out war, so we can expect to see a lot of death in this movie and a lot of sacrifices. We also know that this movie is going to have the most Star Wars characters out of any Star Wars movies to date, and that tells me, and that's a big sign, that there's going to be a lot of sacrifices in this film. We saw a little example of this with Vice Admiral Holdo, and now we have the same exact thing going on with multiple characters in this movie, most likely. So, Billy Dee coming back, it is great news. It's nice to have another legacy character coming back. Some of you guys out there may think that this is a cheap move by Disney and Lucasfilm to just bring in people to buy the tickets. Not quite so sure. Hopefully it just fits into the story naturally, and it's not just to throw Billy Dee Williams in there just for the sake of it. Anyways, guys, drop a comment below. Let me know what you think about this, and if you guys did enjoy the content for today, do make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel. I thank you all so very much for the kind support, and I'll catch you guys next time.